Alright, today's the day. I ripped out the old radio on the 73 and I ordered I don't know, it was like a $35 retro radio, but it's amazing what you get when it's, I guess, when it's made in China, but it's got a lot of features. I thought it had Bluetooth. I guess not. I'm just looking for a little music in there. Doesn't even say AM FM. I thought it better have AM FM. What did I buy? This doesn't even look like the right one. When I ordered it, it says band. There's a band button, like for AM, FM. What's that thing right there? Pull that out. USB. Unfold this. Switching short press switch band FM1, FM2, FM3. Oh, and Bluetooth mode. So it says it's got Bluetooth. I just want to, do some Bluetooth and from my phone to it, and maybe a little AM, a little FM. Who cares about AM? I don't. AM. Last time I listened to that, it might have been 1920. So if that works, I'm happy for it. And it's 4 times 60 watts. I'm only using 2 speakers. And the nice thing, this thing is flyweight. I mean, this is, unlike the old car radios, this thing right here is like ounces. I mean, it's like it weighs as much as a teaspoon. It's amazing. I don't think there's anything in it but a chip. Now, I thought I was getting a radio that had these adjustable knobs that I could put in here, but no, this is one of those radios that has the bracket. So I'm going to have to go ahead and cut this out, fit this in there. I'm going to do that first. Probably ought to test the radio first to make sure it works. But regardless, if I have to get another radio, I'm going to get the style that this needs to be cut out anyway, because they sell them locally. If I have to get another one, if this doesn't work, I don't know why I'm suspect for $35 for all this, whether or not it works. I'm very suspect. We'll see. I'm going to start carving this away and get this fitted in there. It can be unfit for installation, but fortunately it comes with, with these connectors, so makes it easy. It's got a fuse, RCA outputs for amps, the antenna. It's got a heat sink back there, aluminium or Chinesium. I don't know. Let's get rolling, see if it works. I mean, I'll be fascinated if this thing just does something. If it puts out a hiss for $35, I'll just listen to the hiss. little more trimming. All right. I had to finagle a couple of things on the back, but I got it to fit perfectly, and it's nice and tight. Put a little bit of removable sealant around it. Had to bend a couple of tabs in a funky way to get it to fit. But it's fitting. And it's tight. Ain't not going anywhere. Like I say, it's nice and light. It doesn't even need to be strapped in the rear, like some of those old style, really heavy radios. All right. Now I got to go out there. Speaker wires are easy. I'm going to need a red ACC ignition switch, 12 volts, a ground. I need a blue, and then I need a yellow direct to battery power supply. That'll maintain the memory. So here's that wire right there. Oh, the blue is auto power antenna. I don't need that one. So really yellow, black, and red are the big ones. All right. While this adhesive is drying, again, it would be removable if I needed to, but just an added extra measure to prevent vibration and such. Not that, you know, that this truck is vibration free by a long shot. Okay, I found the yellow, black, and red. I've got black hooked up to ground. I'm going to put the key in the ignition but not turn it on yet. Yellow should, here's my positive probe. Yellow should be hot right to the battery at all times. Let me touch that. Bam. Set that down gently. I don't want that to touch anything ground. That'll be shocking. Okay, red without the ignition on should be nothing. Okay. Turn the ignition on. Hold the probe back to red. Yep. The reason why the voltage went down is because I put an electronic fuel pump, a low pressure fuel pump on here to assist. Here, watch this. You can probably hear it. To assist. I'll turn that off. You can see that actually the battery voltage, and go back to yellow, is 12. It kind of, I don't know why that red is 10. I guess that fuel pump puts quite a load on it before that. Of course, once, let me go ahead and start the truck and test red. That should be up to alternator voltage. Well, yeah, I don't want to press the accelerator. I'll do it with my hand. I got one pump. Put it in neutral. Now let's make sure we're getting alternator voltage to red. Hold on. Oh yeah, perfect. No problem. No problem. Okay. I'm gonna let the truck warm up. Now, while I got those wires exposed, it'll be time to do some crimping. All right. Got some connectors on it. There was a inline splice above this with some electrical tape on there that was nothing but like a butt connection with electrical tape on there, so I took care of that. Red. What? Yellow. Okay, now for the speaker wires. I had these speakers already back there. Ran some wires, but I'm going to need to extend them a little bit. That side's probably good, but this side I got to extend. Bring them up and get the other connector on. Alright. Got some temporary speaker wire hooked up. Both connectors are sticking out of the hole. Oh, it's just time to do a temporary test. There's one of the boxes. Kind of like to bring them out like that so the tweeters can be heard. Let's see if I can reach this one. There we go. I don't know yet whether we're in phase or out of phase because this wire here was not marked. We'll find out. I'll just simply need to reverse one of the two wires. Kind of a dreary, miserable day. Okay. The moment of truth or consequences. $35 radio or something like that. Nice and tight. Ooh, got a nice green glow back there, but I can't see anything. There's got to be some kind of adjustment for screen brightness. I can barely see the screen. I'm on FM now. Oh, the antenna's not hooked. The antenna's not hooked up. Guess I gotta read the directions as far as the on and off. There's the antenna. Scanning for another channel. I had a fitty chance and I'm out of phase. I'm out of phase. Alright, hang on a second. I'm gonna figure out how to adjust that screen and get it a little brighter, because I can't see jack. All right, hang on. All right, well, it works. I'm about to do a Bluetooth test, see if I can Bluetooth to it. Unfortunately, if I'm streaming to it from my phone, I can't film it at the same time. Let me do that, let you know how that works. My only issue is I can't see the dadgummit radio. I can't find any adjustment to increase that screen brightness. I really don't need to see it for the most part, but it's got a nice little green. But the display here is horrendously dim. It's like if there was an adjustment on a scale of 1 to 10, it'd be a 1 right now. But I can't find any adjustments. I'm going to have to figure that out later, but I'm going to test the Bluetooth right now. All right, here's the deal. Got the wires tucked in. Got that towel down there. I got a tiny little leak from the heater core. I'm not sure if it's a hose connection or what. I've got to get to that, but got the wires tucked in and up there. I went back to Amazon. By the way, this was $22, not $35. It's amazing you can get anything for $22. But a lot of the recent reviews echoed what I said. The display is too dim to see other than at night. And those displays started creeping up recently. Some of the older reviews didn't echo that, so I think there's a bad batch of them going out now. You know, they are made in China, and they are cheap. So I don't really care. I can't get the Bluetooth to connect right now. I think there might be. I'm going to go somewhere where I have some connectivity with my phone. I'm out in the country now. I don't have that. I'm too far away from my Wi-Fi to get that. So I'm going to finagle that. I'll be happy if the Bluetooth works and I can stream from my phone to it. FM works fine. The tuner works fine. I don't really need to see the station because I can just set some presets on the front and I'm fine with that. So I don't really care about the display for the price. I'm happy that the thing works and the amplifier sounds good. Powers my speakers just fine. Does everything I want. Even if the Bluetooth doesn't work, for $22 I get a radio that I didn't have before and it sounds decent on FM. So I don't care. If the Bluetooth works, that's a big bonus. So I'll give you an update on that. But it sounds good. It does not have bass and treble. It's got an equalizer where you can go from pop to jazz to, you know, several others that, you know, raises and lowers the treble and bass accordingly. I chose pop. It sounds good. I'm fine with that. I'm not looking for super hi-fi. I'm just looking for some sound when I'm cruising. All right, I paired it up with Bluetooth and it works. Still can't see crap on it. I mean, when I'm driving, I can see some of the display. Very dim, but I don't care. Most of the time I'll be Bluetoothing from my phone. Bluetooth works great. It sounds great. Of the EQs, I chose rock. It sounds great. The tuner works pretty good, and it's all for $22. I couldn't have bought a used radio on eBay for that much that was likely to work. So I'm happy. I just wish that display was a little brighter. You know, it's almost like there's a setting that they didn't show us. And yes, the port, the USB port right there, it does charge the phone. Even though I have a little adapter down there, but it will charge the phone too. And I have yet to make a phone call through this. I'm gonna try that right now. But hey, man, it worked. $22. I'm getting to like China. Gotta drop those tariffs, man. I need my stuff. Stereo Police. Ciao.